Hey guys, I'm going to work on some lunch. It's still pretty cool here. It's in the 30s. And I'm going to attempt to make some sort of like a miso soup. So let me show you what I got and then I'll kind of show you how I think I'm going to put it together. So this is the miso that I have. Still never used it before. Completely brand new container. Some water. Some of the Trader Joe's spring water. I've got some mushrooms that I'm going to cut up along with some onion because I don't have green onion. I'm going to saute these two together first. I'm going to use some of the Trader Joe's organic sprouted tofu. And then I'm also going to put in some of these fresh rice noodles from Trader Joe's. Haven't tried these yet, so I thought these might be a good addition. That way you can see, here's the ingredients and everything that's in it. And that nice little V right there says it's vegan. So let me get to figuring out exactly how I'm going to put this together. Alright guys, I got the mushroom and onion cut up. I'm just going to let it steam saute until it's softened. And then I'm going to add some more ingredients. That was about 1/4 of a large onion and 5 large button mushrooms cut up. I just opened up my miso and it has this cool little pamphlet laying on top kind of talking about how they're verified and just giving you a little bit of information. I just thought that was kind of cool. What I'm doing right now is I am warming up some water so it gets nice and hot, and I'm going to put in about 1 tablespoon of the miso paste and whisk that in so it's nice and dissolved and there's no clumps. And then I'm just going to have that sit to the side, wait until I'm ready to make the broth. Hey, while the onions and mushrooms are cooking down, I have my tofu here, which is just half of one of those blocks, wrapped up in some paper towel to press out a lot of the liquid. And I'm going to cut that up into some chunks, and then I'm going to go ahead and let it saute with the onions and the mushrooms a little bit. Just in the little cubes, maybe smaller than that. Let's see. So how about like that? Like little chunks like that, however you like it. I figure let it cook in there with the mushrooms and onions, might get a little bit more flavor. And then obviously I have added absolutely no salt to this because the miso is so salty. So if I need to add anything, I might add some of those chickenless vegetable stock cube things that I've used in the past. Let's see if I can find one. I've got 2 different brands. So both of these, one of these, both of them are low sodium. There's the backs. One of them is 130 milligrams and the other is 140 milligrams, and that is for half a cube in 1 cup of water. So a full cube would be 260 or 280 more milligrams of sodium. Hoping to not have to use these, but just in case I need more flavor, this is what I might be using. Here's what I got going on in the pot. Everything's cooking down pretty good. I want to make sure the onion and the mushroom are nice and tender, so I'm going to let that keep going for a while. Here's the the noodle packet. This is how it says to cook it. You just boil it in some lightly salted water for a couple of minutes, drain it, rinse it with cool water, and then serve it with your favorite sauce. I'm actually going to leave it in the soup. So once the soup's basically done, then I'll put these in and just let it warm through. This is what 1 packet of them looks like. Alright, so I just tasted the broth that's in here, the miso, and it's a little on the light side, so I'm hoping to add 1 cube of the vegetable bouillon. Will kind of help zing things up a little bit. I'm just afraid if I add more miso, which will add more flavor, but I'll also add a ton more salt, and this is going to be a little bit less salt than the miso, I think. So we're going to try this. I'm going to whisk this in and then hope that gives it the flavor I'm looking for. Alright, things are going to move rather quickly at this point. So if you can see in the pan, it's got some nice caramelization starting to stick to the bottom, get a little bit of fond, get a little bit of flavor. I'm just mixing up that little bit of bouillon in that water with the miso. This is going to make a big noise here in just a second, so let me pour that in and then I'm going to pour in some more water. Well, not as much noise as I thought. That's good. Alright. Let's bring this up to about 2 cups worth of water. So just a little bit. There we go. A little bit more water there for you. You can kind of see how full that is. That's about 2 cups of water. So just as a quick review while this is heating up, we've got 5 large button mushrooms, a quarter of a large onion chopped up and steam sauteed together, a half a block of the Trader Joe's sprouted tofu cut up and then sauteed with the mushrooms and the onions after they had been sauteing for a little while. There's 2 cups of water. Mixed into the water before I added it to the pot was a tablespoon of miso and 1 vegetable bouillon cube. So I'm going to let this get simmering. I'm going to let it simmer and I'm going to taste it, see if I need to add anything else, add the noodles, and I'll show you guys from there. See you in a minute. Bye. Alright guys, it's a little light in seasoning. So I'm going to add a little bit of this Trader Joe's 21 seasoning salute. I'm going to try really hard not to add any more salt. I don't think it needs any more salt. I'm just going to add a few shakes of this. Let it simmer for about 5 minutes or so just to kind of meld the flavors. And then I'll add the noodle packet and let that heat through. Almost done. Alright guys, I let it simmer for about 5 more minutes. Kind of see that's what it looks like. Get this set back up. I'm going to add the noodles in. Bring up the heat a little bit. Here's the noodles. And I'm going to let it go for another 2 to 3 minutes till it's heated through. And then I will show you the finished product. Alright guys, it's done. I'm going to, as carefully as I can, pour this into my bowl. Nice big bowl. You can see all the chunks of tofu and mushroom and onion. Every last bit out. Show you a little better angle. Alright guys, here it is. Thickened up once the noodles got in there. And then there's the noodles and a little mushroom and a little onion love for you. So this is a fork and spoon kind of soup. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have made your own miso soups, let me know. And I'll see y'all later. Thanks. Bye.